Welcome to the third part of this section. As far as the analysis of county development strategy, comparative advantage is concerned, it mainly includes the analysis of development strategy positioning based on the characteristics of the development stage. The analysis of the development strategy framework based on the characteristics of endowment structure and the identification of development bottlenecks and analysis of their strategic countermeasures. In terms of a county's comparative advantages, from natural resources to physical capital and human capital to technical knowledge, and let's not forget the related industrial facilities and infrastructure. There are countless comparative advantages different industries might require. Just like there are so many resource endowments a county or region might possess that we can't possibly count each one of them out. The resource endowments required by different industries are also very different. In this way, their strategies also share certain differences. There is a proverb in China that goes, "Different trades are worlds apart," which means that each industry may require many special endowments, for example, tacit knowledge that is not known to outsiders. The product space theory underscores that each industry needs the tacit knowledge and experience accumulated by its neighboring industries. After introducing the county development strategy, next I'm going to elaborate the tactical measures based on the development strategy. According to the basic principles of new structural economics, the essence of economic development is the constantly changing process of endowment structure, industrial structure, technical structure, soft and hard infrastructure, and corresponding superstructures, during which an effective market and a facilitating government are required to jointly play their roles. As discussed earlier, different endowment structures in different counties lead to different corresponding development strategies, which also determines various development bottlenecks and constraints they face. And their strategic measures are, of course, not the same. This also determines that the specific facilitating measures that need to be designed in each place are also unique. It is necessary to analyze the specific problem under the guidance of the suitable strategy and strategic thinking. However, the implementation of any strategy can only be truly promoted at the practical level if it is decomposed and refined into tactics. That is, specific action plans and detailed work measures, and supporting policies that activate various factors, are run through each of the tactics. Therefore, if a county's development strategy is to be put into practice, it needs to be broken down into several tactics that can be executed and operated. Without the aid of tactics, no matter how good the strategy is, it's just empty words. To implement the strategy, it is necessary to give full play to the supporting role of tactics. This requires the county as the breakthrough point, the strategy as the guide, the tactics, specific policy design, as the lead, and the practical and effective supporting policies to solve the specific bottlenecks during the development. Next, let's talk about design ideas of policy to provide a breakthrough point for the research combined with the reality. In terms of specific policy, local governments can propose tailored policy supporting measures based on the different constraints faced by industries. They could be measures in aspects like regional coordination, enterprise cultivation, investment attraction, talent attraction, financial support, innovation, opening up, industrial chain, characteristic town construction, rural revitalization, and soft and hard infrastructure construction, etc. First, an overview of the facilitating measures targeted at 5 types of industries. For the catching up industries, local governments can support suitable local companies to merge overseas and establish R&D centers. Local governments may also select high-end manufacturing products that China imports from developed countries in large quantities and establish the infrastructure necessary for these industries based on their regional comparative advantages. Improve the business environment and attract investment from overseas so that these high-end product manufacturers are drawn to set up factories in China. For leading-edge industries, the central and local governments can use financial appropriations to set up scientific research funds, support the local leading-edge industry enterprises, and scientific research institutions to cooperate in basic scientific research, and support enterprises to develop new products and technologies. Central and local governments can also use funds to support companies in related industries to form a shared R&D platform to make joint breakthroughs in shared technology bottlenecks, and on the basis of the breakthrough, each enterprise can then develop new products and technologies individually. After breakthroughs have been made in the development of new technologies and new products, the central and local governments can also help enterprises form large-scale production faster through procurement to reduce unit production costs and boost the international competitiveness of products. For the comparative advantage losing industries, local governments can implement the following 2 facilitating policies. First, provide talent training in design and marketing, exhibition, platforms, and etc., and encourage some of the capable enterprises to turn to both ends of the smiling curve. For enterprises operating brand products, their new product development expenses can be deducted before tax. The second is to assist local processing companies to go global together. Provide them with information, overseas business personnel training, and financial support. Also, cooperate with the government of the destination to set up processing export zones, etc., to help companies use the advantages of local, low-priced labor resources to improve competitiveness and create new success for these enterprises. For building materials industries that enjoy comparative advantages but has surplus production capacity in China, such as steel bars, cement, electrolytic aluminum, and flat glass, the county governments can also support enterprises in these surplus production industries to input direct investment in transferring production capacity to the countries along the Belt and Road, and developing countries that have a strong friendship with China and are in need of large infrastructure investment. For short, innovative cycle industries, such industries are characterized by short product and technology R&D cycles, and mainly focus on human capital investment. In response to the needs of this type of enterprise development, local governments can provide incubation bases, strengthen intellectual property protection, encourage venture investment, and formulate preferential talents and tax policies. Besides these measures, the governments could also support domestic and foreign innovative talent entrepreneurship and take advantage of China's large talents reserve, enormous domestic market, and complete hardware support to advance the local development of short innovation cycle industries. The fifth type is the comparative advantage defying strategic industries. This type of industry has a long R&D cycle and large capital investment. Counties usually do not have such comparative advantages. Hence, it should be the central government, not the local ones, to bear the subsidies. However, the province, city, and county where this type of industry is located will indirectly promote the technological progress and industrial upgrading of the supporting industries in that place. Therefore, the county governments can support the development of the supporting industries and improve local infrastructure, education quality, and living environmental, and etc. to win the hearts of the comparative advantage defying strategic enterprises to settle in the county, so that a win-win situation for the transformation and upgrading of the comparative advantage defying strategic industries and local industries can be achieved. Targeted regional coordination measures. Generally speaking, a county's regional coordination measures should include both external and internal aspects. First of all, for the external regional coordination measures, after determining the regional integration strategy, for example, formulate a number of tactics such as optimizing the layout of productivity, advancing infrastructure construction, developing global tourism, and advancing the scale of efficient agriculture to integrate the county's development into the development of surrounding large cities or central cities. On the one hand, these tactics are interdependent and interlocked with each other, forming an effective multi-point and multipolar support for the strategy. Meanwhile, it is also necessary to make full use of the advantages of local regions and resources. Steadfastly promote exchanges and cooperation with various regions in various fields, and further expand the breadth and depth of opening to the outside world. In addition, the county should actively implement the regional integration development strategy, expand and open cooperation space, make full use of resources, production factors, and markets outside the county, so as to improve the comprehensive strength of the county. Third, targeted investment promotion measures. Foreign investment is an advanced form of capital accumulation, which can expand the profitability of domestic capital. Inviting foreign investment in business is the first choice for county economy to utilize external capital, which can alleviate the insufficient capital supply in the process of county economic development. At the same time, inviting foreign investment in business will further promote the adjustment and upgrading of the county's industrial structure and cultivate new economic growth poles. To develop the county economy, a county needs to select targeted measures for attracting the investment based on county endowments and strategic positioning. The key to effective investment attraction is to give full play to the comparative advantages of local endowments and actively boost investment attraction through business and industry chain. Investment attraction is not all about capital. Technology matters too, regardless of whether it is business investment or industry chain investment. The introduced enterprises will not only bring capital to the local area, but also bring technologies, including both production and management technologies.